Story time again. Alright, so when I was 17, I was 16, 17, I had stayed at my aunt's for a couple years, maybe like 2 years. I stayed at my aunt's. That was probably the longest I've been anywhere. Usually I'm bouncing home to home, foster home to foster home, group home to group home, getting kicked out of everywhere and stuff. But this time, I didn't pretend. I was doing good. Stopped gangbanging for a little bit. So instead of gangbanging, I went to church and got into church for a little bit. And while I was there, I had got out of trouble. Got into some schooling stuff. Was doing speech and debate, doing track, doing a couple things. And the thing about it is, my brothers and sisters got taken away right at when I was 16, 17. That was the last time they were going to be taken away because they had been taken away a lot of times. So, to help them out, they had a place to go. What I did is made up a bunch of bullshit and started a bunch of bullshit where I stayed. See, the thing about it is my aunt on my dad's side is not related to none of my other sisters. But you know what I did? I got my sisters in with my aunt, so they had a good place to stay. As soon as they had a good place to stay, and then I messed my spot up, so that way it wasn't too much for my aunt to handle. And I didn't think about her giving them up after I left, but she gave them up after I left, so it didn't work how I thought it was gonna work. I thought I was gonna be able to hit the streets, do me, and they would have a safe place to go. Instead, they ended up in the system. Some Homeland Security guy fucking raised them, adopted them and raised them. So my plan blew up in my face, and I ended up on the streets. I thought I was funny since I turned my back on my on my aunt and shit. And my mom had promised me to help me off the streets and stuff as soon as I got back to Cali, because I was in Colorado. As soon as I got back to Cali, my mom didn't help me like she said she was. That wasn't the first time, so I was used to it. There was multiple times I was doing good, and she would tell me, "Oh yeah, go ahead. I need your help. I need my oldest son. I need you to watch my bag. Everybody out here is doing me wrong. Yada yada yada." And of course, my stupid ass, I'm like, "Yeah, okay, here I come. Captain Save-A-Ho on the way." So I put myself in a lot of different bad positions because of it. It's all good. So when I ended up back on the streets, I started gangbanging and stuff. Well, I got in a lot of trouble. Well, my CPS worker was looking for me because I was a ward of the state. The state had been awarded custody of me. My mom couldn't have custody of me no more. I've been in all the foster homes and group homes, so the state had custody of me. And the state couldn't figure out what to do with me. Unfortunately for me, I was about to turn 18. Now, the state had a program where if you graduated when you were 17, you turned 18, and then they would help you out of some shit. And they would help you get a house and a job and help you with the education and all that shit. But I didn't pull through on my part. I ran away. I was running around on the streets until a couple days before my 18th birthday. Right before my 18th birthday, I thought I was funny. I was going to go back. I was going to tell them, yeah, okay, I'm turning 18. I want my present. I want you guys to help me out, get on my feet, and yada, yada, yada. And I don't want to do this lifestyle no more. Well, actually, I did, but, you know, I wasn't done with it yet. I did come done with it later. At that time, I wasn't done with it, so I went back and I told them, yeah, I'm about to turn 18. I just want your help. The little program and shit, the aftercare program. Help me get a spot, help me get on my feet. And they took me to the main office. They had me sign some papers. Took the chain, because I was wearing like a chain link fucking chain fence around my waist. And they took the chain off my waist. I was having a lot of problems at that time since I was getting in so much trouble and stuff. I had a lot of enemies, and I had to always carry weapons on me. So I had this big ass chain link fence chain that I used to bust people with. Well, I'm carrying that on me. They made me take it off. They called the cops, made me take off my chain link chain, and then they escorted me off the premises. And she told me you will be 18 in a couple days, so basically you're already 18. You're on your own. Go figure shit out. So what I do? I went right back to the neighborhood. Hit the streets. Went back to the neighborhood, started gangbanging. The homies looked out for me. My family wasn't looking out for me no more because I had played them too much. My mom never looked out for me, so she wasn't looking out for me no more. She wasn't looking out for me. My dad was in jail, so he wasn't looking out for me. So no one was looking out for me except for my neighborhood when I turned 18. So when I turned 18, I really wilded out. I wilded out so much that everybody turned their back on me. So I joined a new neighborhood. And once I got in that new neighborhood, I was like family and friends right there. And they had my back on everything. Anything and everything. I don't care what it was. So I made it to the top real quick. And I was in my neighborhood, get a lot of trouble. I decided one day, started having kids. I started deciding that's not what I wanted. I didn't want my kids to see what I was doing. I didn't want my kids to see my lifestyle. I ended up stopped doing what I was doing, you know what I mean? Sooner or later, way down the line, but at that time, that's what I was doing. That's how it went down. Thing about it is, if someone's gonna look out for you when you turn 18, take that shit, because when I turned 18, no one was looking out for me. I thought people was gonna look out for me. No one looked out for me. And now that I'm getting older and I pull my own weight and I know a little bit about respect and about looking out for people, look out for you, and I know a little bit about the streets. Well, I knew a lot about the streets already because I was from the streets. I've been from the streets all my life. I mean, I've been on and off the streets all my life, so I kind of know about the streets, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, I guess what I'm trying to say is some shady shit happened to me when I turned 18, so just realize when you turn 18, shady shit's gonna start happening to you. People that you thought had your back ain't gonna have your back. When you turn 18, you're held responsible for all your choices, so make sure you're making the right choices, because I didn't understand that concept when I turned 18. I still kept doing what I was doing, and I ended up going to jail a lot. So if you're not trying to go to jail a lot, that's not your goal in the future. Don't do as I do, kids. That's the reason I tell you these stories. Don't do as I did, kids. Stay in school, don't be a fool.